Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. For some, welcome. If you're here for the first time, I'm saying welcome. For all, even those that are back, please like, subscribe, share, comment, develop a playlist. If you want to be able to find this material quickly, quick. And ring my bell, please. That way I can let you know that I'm ready to go. So like, subscribe, share, comment, ring that bell, develop a playlist. If you don't like, I don't care. I'm no longer studying and focusing in on trying to get subscribers. I like subscribers, yes. But I don't tell grown people what to do. When someone really wants something, they know what to do. When they really want something available or something around in their lives, they know what to do. So I can say this with confidence that I'm not focused on trying to get 100,000 subscribers anymore. My messages are geared towards meeting those that want to connect with me, that want to see what's going to come out of my mouth next. My messages are geared toward those. I'm not in a rush to try to get 100,000 people because I know that I have to go a certain route in order to make things happen in my life. I can't do what everyone else is doing. I can't say what everyone else is saying. I can't follow what everyone else is following. My life is unique. My life is different. And I've learned that growing up. I've learned that on my journey, that life for me is different. I can't get away with doing some of the things that people get away with doing. I can't do as you do. I can only do me. That's right. I can only do me. When I got up out of my bed early today because I was tossing and turning and a yearning of a message was coming forth. One of them I shared already and now this one. Life is not meant to be fair. A lot of people have stuff that you wish you had. A lot of people are doing things that you wish you were doing. A lot of people are connecting with money with simple ease like you wish you could connect with simple ease. Life is not fair. Yeah, there's something going on in the background. Life is not meant to be fair. So what do? I've said this once before. I need you to push. You have to push. Let's just break those letters down. P.U.S.H. Push. P.U.S.H. Push. People say the letters mean this. Pray until something happens. Persevere until something happens. Power up until something happens. Perform until something happens. Prepare until something happens. Push. You decide what that P means for you. You want something to happen, you gotta, until something happens. You have to, until something happens. You have to pray, you have to push, you have to persevere, you have to power up, you have to perform, you have to prepare until something happens. You have to push. Life is not meant to be fair for a great deal of us. It's not meant to be fair. We're here on a journey. We're here to be obedient to that still small voice within us. We're here on our journey to make something happen. You have to desire what I'm talking about. You have to be able to envision what I'm talking about. What works for you is not going to work for me, and what works for me is not going to work for you. Different things start off that way. You can only run your race the best that you can. And you just have to keep at it, doing your best that you can until something happens. There are no more handouts. Sometimes you can't even get a hand up. But you have to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't give up. Refuse to quit. Refuse to give up. Refuse to throw in the towel. Refuse to stay down. Refuse to stay out. Refuse the urge that says just stay in bed. Refuse the voices of the naysayers that say you're not going to make it. You're not going to amount to anything. You're not going to have a breakthrough. There are certain things that we must refuse in order to use the thing that we can use to go to the next level. Maybe you might need to let that friend go. Maybe you might need to let that relationship go. Maybe you need to let that job go. Maybe you need to let that neighborhood go. Maybe you need to let the entire state go. In order for you to come to the place where you are blossoming, where you are arising, where you are seeing breakthroughs on a regular. Maybe you have to relocate. Maybe you need to get out of there. Come out from among those that are holding you back. Maybe the environment that you're in can only allow you to be at a certain level. I know my level. I know that I can't be around a whole bunch of family and a whole bunch of friends. I know that there are times I have to go at it alone. At it alone. I ask myself, why am I so alone? Why? Some people have to go through those alone times so they can learn how to push better. So they can learn how to pray better, learn how to persevere better, learn how to power up better, learn how to prepare better, learn how to whatever better. Some people have to get alone, have to be without a spouse, have to be without a relationship just to be able to kick into your higher self. Some of you have to be away from a job. Some of you have to be away from resources, have to be away from money, have to be away from friends, have to be away from family members so that you can get in tune with you, the inner parts of you. What was that movie, Beloved? Touch me on the inside parts. Sister Annie likes saying that. Touch me on the inside. That's funny. That's crazy. Touch me on the inside parts. Some of you need to touch your inside parts. Your soul. Your creative visions. Your creativity. Some of you need to spend time touching your inside parts. Touching your ability to be able to communicate better, touching your ability to be able to network better, touching your ability to be able to call forth things that aren't as though they were, being able to call forth finances. How many are ready to reach that level where you could just call things forth? You can spend all day on your knees. How many people know people that spend all day on their knees and still in the same situation? Spend all day on their knees and still, house falling apart. Spend all day on their knees and still no car. Spend all day on their knees and still no house. Spend all day on their knees and still no money. You can spend all day on your knees. That means nothing unless you put action with it. You can have faith all you want. What about your works? What about your good deeds? What about activity? You could think about stuff all day long and get nowhere. You can imagine stuff all day long and get nowhere. Check out the tales of two kinds of people, two types of people. You'll find that amongst the videos. You can do these things and do these things well, doing it and doing it and doing it well and get nowhere until you make a connection with the inside parts, until you stir up your inside parts, until you burst it, make it burst into flames. Preacher almost came out. Cause it to burst into flames on the inside. Like a fire that's shut up in your bones, yet your clothes aren't being consumed. Your flesh is not being consumed. You got that fire to do something with your life. You got that fire that wants a better future. You got that fire that wants something more for your life. But you just can't seem to connect with it. You have to continue to push. You have to continue to push until you give birth to your vision. Give birth to your dreams. Give birth. Keep pushing. Keep praying until something happens. Keep persevering until something happens. Keep preparing until something happens. Keep performing until something happens. Keep singing until something happens. Keep writing those books until something happens. Keep breathing until something happens. Keep doing the best that you can do until something happens. Don't give up midway, midstream, in the midst of your life. Don't give up. You must push. You must push until something happens. If there's nothing happening, happiness is based on happenings. A lot of times when folks have nothing happening, they're not happy. Happiness is based on what's happening. If you're not happy, you're not making anything happen. It is not up to me. It is very much up to you. You have the ability to call it forth, but you're just on your knees. You have the ability to call it forth, but you're just in thought. You have the ability to call it forth. You have to use the greatest gift that you have. What is that? Your mindset, your creativity. What can you create? Oh, I'm not a creator. You certainly are. You're made in the image of a creator, so you are a creator. You're made in the image of your creator, so you are a creator. You're a miniature creator. You're a little creator. Now, whether or not you choose to be creative, it's on you. If nothing's happening, you're not making it happen. You're not thinking the way you need to think. You're not speaking the way you need to speak. You're not acting the way you need to act. I delivered a mini speech at a graduation one day. It said, it's time to get tall. It's time to get tall. It's time to think, act, and live life. Think, act, live life. Get tall. Think, act, live life. You can't live life. You must first think. Then you must act. Don't act without thinking. Think, act. When you put those two together, you'll begin to live life. You'll begin to live. Some of us are just existing. We need to begin to live. Some of us are just surviving. We need to begin to live life. Live life. You want it. You believe in it. Go get it. Make it happen. Only you can make it happen. All of creation is waiting for you to make something happen. You're waiting for somebody else. You're waiting for some help to come. The atmosphere, the universe, our ancestors, our ancients, our creator is even waiting for you to get you together and make it happen. What are you going to do? You're going to continue to sit here and wait, or are you going to be proactive with your life and make it happen?